Nothing is more frustrating than a slow computer. That spinning wheel, the freezing app. But what if I told you the solution isn't not a new processor? The secret to a faster, responsive computer lies in two crucial components that most of the people ignore. So the side Shubham here, you're watching Unzip Tech. Let's upgrade and unzip the tech together. So let's start with the RAM, the random access memory. Think of RAM as your computer workspace. It holds all the data for your programs and the app that you're using right now. The more space you have in your workbench, the more thing you can work at once without slowing down your system. So here is a simple rule what you can exactly do. Let's say you have a 8 GB RAM. But nowadays, it is the absolute minimum thing that you can ever have on your laptop, or even in the case of desktop. So it is the minimal thing that you can have, right? So it is fine for like general use, a student use case where you're just opening few little tabs and nothing more than that thing is actually needed for you to work on. So 8 GB RAM is the minimum requirement. But let's go a little bit more higher. Let's talk about the 16 GB RAM. This is a sweet spot. It is the new standard for a smoother experience. Gives you plenty of room for multitasking, light gaming, and also for your content creation. But what if you build your system with 32 GB of RAMs and more? 2-3 years before, this was the max thing that was used to be possible, right? People used to think why everyone is getting 32 GB, 64 GB of RAM. But nowadays, this is what will make your system way more better. So if you want to do some serious task which requires more things running in the background, you'll be needing this much lot of size. In short, a bigger workbench. Let's say you're a heavy gamer. You do heavy video editing where you have multiple layers over there, or you're running multiple heavy performance programs at the same time. So if you have a 32 GB of RAM or more than that, it will work more smoother than what it normally used to be. Even recently, I have upgraded my laptop RAM. Like usually this ROG laptop comes with a base variant of 8 GB RAM, but I was thinking like why the laptop is so much slow, why the Premiere Pro is crashing again and again. Later on, I thought, okay, let's upgrade the things. I opened the laptop and I upgraded the RAM, and now totally I have 16 GB of RAM. And the things have been changed a lot. Like where I was playing Valorant, I was getting FPS around 200 on average. But when I'm playing it now, I'm getting 300 plus FPS. Yeah, I know my monitors and the laptop screen does not support it. But yeah, it is a good stuff, right? To know what power your system is having. So just with a 2,500 rupees of upgrade, my laptop started working more smoother, which is really a good deal, right? Okay, let's talk about the next point, that is the storage. So this is where all your files and all your operating system lives. For a long time, we have been using this HDDs, that is the hard disk drive with a spinning wheel inside. I know they are cheaper and have lot of space, but they are incredibly slow to boot up your system and open the apps. Now, this is the most important part of this video, the single most important upgrade that you can make to any computer out there, which is use the solid state drive, that is the SSDs. And SSD uses a flash memory like a giant USB drive. So there are no moving parts inside this, and hence it makes it lightning fast. If you want to go more in depth into the SSD, you can even switch to a NVMe SSD. It looks like that old tiny stick of gum, but is even faster than a normal SSD. And NVMe SSD is the true secret behind the computer that boots up in seconds and open the programs very quickly. So here is the final takeaway from this video. So make sure your laptop at least have an 8 GB of RAM to get the minimum works done. But if you are someone who does too many multitasking things, then 16 GB and higher is what is recommended for you. And I always insist you to go with the SSD. If you can go with the NVMe SSD, it's far more better. Don't buy a new computer with a spinning hard disk as its main component for storing the things. So far we have covered the brain and the muscle of the computer. Now it's time to talk about the eyes. In our next video, we'll dive into the world of displays. I'll explain you the difference between the different technologies that are available, like the IPS, OLED and the mini LEDs, and tell you what specs like the refresh rate and resolution really means for your better experience. So thank you for watching till the end. Make sure you subscribe to Unzip Tech, hit the like button and click the bell icon, and share this video with whom you know this video is needed for to making the better decision about buying their own computer. So see you guys in the next video. Till then, bye bye.